Hey everybody, Gage here from Sharp. Excited to have you with me today. It's a very exciting day at the shop. It's a new knife day here. We've accepted a number of very large orders in the last couple days, so we thought we would take some time to just show off some of the new wares that we have in. We are going to be doing a giveaway. We want you to share in our excitement of these new knife days, so make sure you stay tuned right to the end of the video to find out how to enter. We are going to be giving away one of the new knives that came in. We are also going to be continuing our giveaway from our 5,000 sub video. That 270 millimeter Moritaka Karitsuke went unclaimed. Rather than just keep it, we're going to try to give it away again. So when you find out how to enter, make sure to leave a comment. That will be one of the parts. And make sure you answer our reply to your comments so that we can actually give you your knife. So without further ado, let's get into unboxing some knives. Pew, pew, pew. Okay, so we're going to start with stuff from Tosaichi Himono. They are a maker in the Tosa region of Japan, which is in the little middle island between the main island and the most southern island in Japan. First knife we're going to check out today is this 135 millimeter petty knife from Tosaichi Himono Nashiji's line, made from ginseng or silver 3. Completely rust resistant is this steel, so if you're looking for something very easy to maintain, this is a great option. Said to be one of the easier stainless steels to sharpen, and I would totally agree with that. In my experience sharpening it, takes a very, very nice sharp edge with little to no effort. These knives are some of the more resilient ones we have in the shop, so if you're looking for a petty you can kind of beat up a little bit, this is a great option. Not super thick at the spine, but doesn't come super duper thin behind the edge. Still has a great cutting feel, but again, some of the more resilient knives in the shop. Really nice brown packerwood handle on these guys. Pretty heavy-ish overall compared to some of the other petties we have in the shop. So if you're looking for sort of like a European feeling petty knife with really nice Japanese steel, these petty knives are a great option. Okay, next we're going to check out the 210 millimeter Gyuto that matches that petty knife. So everything that I said about the petty knife will apply to this knife as well. Same steel, rust resistant, easy sharpening. These really nice brown packerwood handles on them, more Western in style. Again, a little bit more resilient is this knife in comparison to a lot of the other Gyuto we have in the shop. This guy will be less chippy and less prone to other sort of damage. So if you're a little bit heavy-handed yourself, or maybe you're buying a gift for someone and you don't know that that person is going to super maintain their knives, these guys are a great option, where you're going to have a combo deal going on with those. So make sure you check that out on the website. Moving right along here is another Nashiji knife from Tosaichi Himono. This guy is a 165 millimeter Nakiri, and it has this mono kayaki handle on it, octagonal in shape, so suitable for both right and left-handed users. Again, very similar to the Gyuto and petty knife, same steel type, so rust resistant, easy sharpening. These guys are, again, a little bit more robust, so if you're looking for a Nakiri that you can kind of beat up a little bit, not worry too much about, this guy's a great option. Great for ripping through a bunch of onions because it won't rust or anything on you, and the edge retention will get you through a big old bag, no problem. Cool. Moving on. Next, we are checking out another knife from Tosaichi Himono. Their 210 millimeter Karitsuke from their Aogami Super line. This knife has a magaki or polished finish on it and has a stainless cladding. So this is a great way to get into carbon steel if you're a little bit worried about the extra maintenance involved. Only a very small portion of this knife could possibly rust. If you do make a mistake, only a small portion of your blade is going to see any discoloration or rust. You'll benefit from the added edge retention and easy sharpening. This knife has a nice thickness at the spine. It doesn't feel like too flimsy in the hand or anything, and it comes quite thin behind the edge. I would probably put this in more the laser category than in the workhorse category. It's definitely not the thinnest knife behind the edge in the shop, but it's definitely not the most resilient knife in the shop either. Karitsukes are awesome. Really, really fun shape. Great for those who are looking for like an all-purpose knife, more focused towards like slicing and up and down chopping. So there you have it. The next knife we'll check out will be from this set of 4 that we have in, also from Tosaichi Himono, from their Shadow line. So we'll look at the Karitsuke first, I guess. because it's the same shape as the knife we just looked at. This one, also Aogami Super, also stainless clad, same handle, which I failed to mention is made from hoe wood and has a buffalo horn handle, octagonal in shape, so suitable for both righties and lefties. This one differs because it has a like kurouchi / nishiji finish on it, sort of rough textured black finish here, which looks super duper cool, and does help a little bit with food release. I wouldn't say it's a tremendous difference, but I would say it's gonna have better food release than the Magaki one. But if you're not into this rustic look, that knife might be the right one for you. Anyways, so the Toseiichi Shadow line, we have that 210mm Kuretsuke. We also have a restock on the 240mm Gyutos from them, from their Shadow line. We've had these into the shop before. They're becoming a favorite amongst our customers. You get great steel, stainless clad, so relatively easy maintenance and relatively affordable. Obviously not cheap, but comparison to like a Kurosaki knife, you're saving a few bucks. We also have in a 210mm Gyuto from them and a 135mm petty knife. Really nice petty. I'm a big fan of this guy. Pretty slender. I would say it's not going to work great if you plan to use it like on the board, but if you're using it for like more intricate work and butchery and stuff like that, fantastic knife. We also have a combo deal going on with these guys. You can pick up the Kuretsuke and the petty knife for a few bucks off. We'll link those down below in the description. I guess we'll link all of these knives in the description. It's going to be a big description. Cool. All right, moving right along here. That's it from Toseiichi Himono. Next, one I was very excited to get in. I'm always excited to get knives in from Yu Kurosaki, one of my favorite blacksmiths, and from him we got just one style of knife, the 165mm Bunka from his Raijin line with this beautiful mono keyaki handle on it. If you've watched this channel for any length of time, you know how much I love the look of these mono handles. I think they're super cool. They feel great in the hand as well. Fit and finish on Kurosaki-san's knives is always like top notch. There's never any like gaps, bumps, or spaces between tang and handle. The spine's nicely rounded, choil's nicely rounded. Beautifully polished knives. They're not quite a mirror polish, but they sure are shiny. You can catch them in the light pretty good here. Raijin is the god of thunder in Japanese mythology, and the tsushimi, or hand-hammered finish on these knives, is supposed to sort of look like thunder and lightning. These are one of the most laser knives we have in the shop. They are crazy thin at the spine, exceptionally thin behind the edge. They have an amazing grind, gives them an absolutely incredible cutting feel. They're super duper sharp, but it does also make them quite delicate. So if you're a little bit heavy handed, or you've had poor experiences with Japanese knives chipping in the past, I would avoid this guy. But if you're looking for like a crazy sharp knife, maybe you have a lot of experience with Japanese knives already, a Kurosaki is going to blow your mind for sure. From his older brother, we have a similar knife, a 170mm Bunka from Makoto Kurosaki from his Style K line. If there's anyone out there that loves like little extra goodies in the box, then you're going to really love this knife. It comes with these like little rose petals in here. So like when you open the box, they're like super light and they kind of like fluff out, which is kind of cool. You get a sticker and like a little other thing here or whatever. And then the box itself is really cool as well. I'm a sucker for a nice box. More about the knife, 170mm, so about 7 inches. That Bunka shape made from R2 or SG2 stainless steel, so rust resistant as this knife. Not quite as lasery as the Yu Kurosaki that we just took a look at, but still has a very nice edge geometry. A little bit more resilient as this knife. So if you're looking for like a do-it-all knife that you can kind of use for everything and not worry about chipping or anything, this would be a good option, I would say. The tsushimi or hand-hammered finish on this guy is pretty understated. It's not super rough is what I'm trying to say. So it will again help a little bit with food release. I usually don't say it helps a ton, it's more aesthetic, but helps a little bit. yeah, the bunka, great shape. You can use it for basically like a Santoku. It's good for everything. A little bit more geared towards the home cook because of its size, but it can function really well in a professional kitchen as well. Moving on to Goku Himono. We've had their stuff in before, but we've got some sort of like new styles from them. Similar, well, same finish as we had previously. So really nice Nashiji finish with stainless steel cladding over top of white carbon steel. Only difference now is they have these oak and purple heart handles on them, which I think are really, really cool. These guys here are just little stickers, so I would recommend taking them off, though I know a lot of you will like to keep them on. But anyways, another bunka, one of my favorite shapes. We've got a good selection of these going now. I'm really stoked about our selection of bunkas. This guy's going to be a great addition. A little bit different shape on this guy, pretty flat profile, more gradually sloping tip to it. So depending on your preference, that might be good or bad. I don't know. A little bit thicker at the spine and certainly a great cutting feel, nice edge geometry, but a little more towards the workhorse end are these knives. So if you're looking for something a little bit more resilient, these are a great option. Stainless cladding, like I said, so only a little bit of the blade could possibly rust. These are fantastic knives to sharpen. They are crazy sharp right out of the box and they take an amazing edge. We've got the Hanasuke or Hanasuke from them as well, which is more for butchery. This is a really beefy knife, feels great in the hand. I would feel very confident breaking down chicken and rabbits and all sorts of stuff with this guy. We also have their Nakiri 165 millimeter. This is a really nice tall Nakiri. Lots of travel for your guide finger with this guy. Really nice finish on it as well. Edge geometry is great. Still, again, characteristic of all of these Goku knives is they're a little bit thicker behind the edge. So more towards the workhorse end. Next, we're going to check out the petty knife, 120 millimeters to round off this collection here. Beautiful little petty knife. Again, oak handle with purple heart ferrule on it. White steel, stainless cladding. A little bit chunkier for petty knives. Now that I look at it, I shouldn't say that. Pretty average. Pretty average. Great little knife though, not that that's a bad thing. Not super thick at the spine, not super thin behind the edge, but good little petty knife. This thing's sweet. Cool. We're near to the end here, guys. Next, we're gonna check out another bunka. Look at that. We should just call this the bunka unboxing. Another one from a Tetsu's Nashiji line made from Algami number 2 with a stainless cladding. Really nice walnut, sort of halfway between a Western style and Japanese style handle here. If you have larger hands, I find a lot of people that come into the shop with larger hands gravitate towards this knife. They got some nice big handles on them. Balance is still really nice, like right sort of smack dab in the middle here. Bunka you already know about, so I won't bore you talking about what this shape is for. This one's a little bit more rocky though, so if you prefer to use like a rocking motion, this guy might be a great option for you. Integral bolster on these guys too, as is the case with all of the Itetsu Nashiji line. So no food's gonna come in here. Really nicely done sort of transition here between the ferrule and the rest of the handle. So top-notch fit and finish on these guys. Algami number 2 is slightly less reactive than some of the white steels out there. This guy is a stainless cladding, so relatively easy maintenance and easy sharpening on this guy. Okay, to finish us off, we're going to check out 2 knives from Masutani-san. He makes some of our more entry-level knives, which they are not bad knives by any means, but they don't have some of the bells and whistles that some of the other knives we carry have. First off is this 165 millimeter Santoku from his Nashiji line, made from VG10 with a really nice mono oak handle. These guys seem to be the most popular knife in the shop around the holidays. They seem to be a great choice for people to give as gifts. They're an easy to maintain knife. They have sort of a traditional Japanese look and feel to them, you know, like the really cool Japanese handle on them. So if you're going to gift a Japanese knife, might as well go with something that looks pretty Japanese. Beautiful pearskin finish and Damascus cladding on this guy. Really nice edge geometry. They still remain sort of like thick at the spine, which I find gives them a little bit of like a more robust feel, but they have an exceptional edge geometry on them. They are very, very thin behind the edge. Cutting feel on these is beautiful. Rust resistant, if I didn't mention that already. Finally, the last knife we're checking out is the 135 millimeter. Masutani-san calls this a small Santoku, which I guess it is. It's kind of got that shape. We call them a petty knife just because they're like so small, and we like to pair them up with Nikiris and Gyutos for you guys. Yes, the small Santoku. This is be a great petty knife if you're trying to use it more like on the board for little chopping tasks and stuff like that. It's got a really nice slender Western style handle on it that feels really comfortable. It's made from VG1 gold, which has a Rockwell hardness of around 58, 59. So you're not going to get the most exceptional edge retention out of this, but it's certainly still on par with like a global or you know, anything in that sort of range there. Very smooth sushimi finish on this guy, makes it look really cool. Another really great gift option. I also find like older ladies that come in that like to use like little knives for tasks really like this knife because it's kind of got that like easy to use shape. So there you have it, guys, all of the knives that came in. Lastly, we'll talk about the stands that we got in from Mr. Cedric DL. He is a woodworker out of Quebec, and he's making these for us. We've got a whole bunch of different styles. They come in 6 knife racks and 4 knife racks. Some really cool looking stands here, nice and sturdy, so you don't have to worry about your knives falling off of them and getting damaged. So another cool little thing that came in recently. To finish off here, guys, I just want to tell you about the giveaway that we're going to be doing. We are going to be giving away this Masutani Santoku 165 millimeters with an Ashiji finish, as well as the Moritaka 270 millimeter Kuretsuke that went unclaimed from our last giveaway. To enter, you are going to leave a comment down below and let us know what you would like us to do for our next unboxing video to make these a little bit more entertaining. We tried to model it after the Unboxing Therapy channel where they like open electronics and stuff like that. These packages are a little less intricate, so there's less like satisfying peeling and stuff that happens. So I don't know, if you guys have any ideas, leave them down below. We'd really appreciate it. Hit the like button for us and subscribe to our channel. By doing all of those things, you'll enter yourself into the giveaway, and make sure you check your comments so that we can give you the knife if you win. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. And until the next video, stay sharp. Perfect timing. Look at that. No one will watch this part of the video anyway, so. Okay, that's good, eh? I'm gonna